Legends. I'm here with Lost Zorro.
Let's meet the visiting team at... It's time.
Still early into the season, it's interesting, though, to keep an eye on the rookies and how they're adjusting, Clark, to the NBA game.
And every first-year player's journey is different and unique. Some come in ready to contribute right away from a physical and mental standpoint. Others really take time to get comfortable and adjusted. So we should not cast any final judgment on any player in 1 year.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. LeBron James is out there with Mr. Moves. Then it's Harden, then there's Irving, and it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Here are the Pelicans with the ball, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Picked by Yao. Dumars with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Fires for 3. Dumars misses. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the San Antonio Spurs. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got first, DA.
Kevin, Steve Clifford gave me a few minutes before the game. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year. So there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best. We're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Thanks for the report, DA. Looking to get into a rhythm early, Greg, with their shooting.
And I think to get into a good flow, you need to get everyone involved, even if it's as a facilitator.
That's right. I mean, the only thing that matters is what the scoreboard shows. I mean, your role is dependent on what the team needs from you at the time. Excel in your role. That's what good teammates do.
Now here's Howard. Jermaine O'Neal missing his last shot. Mr. Moves passes to Irving. Whistle blows. His bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the foul.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
The free throw off from Irving. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason group.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Harden looking it over. And here's James outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right
play. Don't just go,
you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
And Yao just so big, he's able to see over the top of the defense, and that allows him to find an open teammate.
Well, it's like yesterday they were doing like this.
And so James will bring it up with the New Orleans Pelicans. The tray. Headshot off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Johnson, the pass to O'Neal. Here's Worthy. And there's another one for the Hornets.
You know, Worthy's a capable shooter and has a really good sense for when he should take his shot.
Whether it's a
Worthy against James. From deep Harden. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down.
Why did
they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
Johnson right side. comes up with the deuce. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Protecting the ball well there, Johnson. Very skilled at scoring against tough defense.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Hear you! All right, crowd. Give it up for your high hip-hop squad.
Probably gonna take out. I guess.
Both teams will make substitutions.
First in assists. And they were third best in the league in terms of scoring off your mistakes. As good as anybody at turning your mistakes into makes.
And their assist numbers tell you all you need to know about the kind of team they were. They played unselfish basketball at its best.
Your coffee cup was over there.
Pelicans trail by 4.
I saw your coffee cup by mistake.
James outside. Passes to Jefferson to end the run. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
An interconference matchup last season. They went 2-0 against this club.
Hey guys, when you got two teams like these on the playoff bubble, every game matters. This should be a good one.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a
Well, he
second
has
time.
such thick nails.
Kevin, little plays like that one
cutting.
will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination from way back there? I mean, LeBron's just showing off now.
Now, here's Dumars. There's a good screen. Inside. Baker with the bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
This team definitely isn't as
Pass to James. Launches a three. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Never a bad idea to set up LeBron. I mean, running offense for the King
Yeah, I pulled out
normally
the
works out pretty
fucking,
good for you.
And then I found that
Richardson
camo,
right
like,
side.
pocket
Baker
knife
passes
looking
to Duke.
thing.
Charlotte
And
moving it
I was
around.
like, here, take this. Yeah.
Shot clock
Well,
at
it's a
6.
big-ass file that you're supposed to use on, like...
Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
Thank you.
The Pelicans trail.
You have such thick nails that...
There's the pass to Bing. Back to Jefferson. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Bing does a superb job recognizing when one of his guys is open.
But yeah,
I
I'm
like
pretty sure
his
your coffee
awareness on
cup
the
is
floor.
by the same.
Richardson outside. Pass to Dumars. Driving the lane. Here's Baker. Ilgauskas trying to get open. Baker with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively
I'm
right now.
surprised that they didn't
Especially
foul.
on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
I want to smack him.
James, no
Why are
good.
my guys never there to catch the fucking ball?
Now Dumars.
Like, I get
Richardson
that
dishes
you're
to
trying
Trent.
to
And here's
guard
Dumars
people,
outside.
but, like,
A
you're
good game
there
so
to
far
catch
as we
the ball.
conclude the first quarter. Hornets on top. They're up by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
13. Your Hornets use
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, this is who Steve Clifford has out there. Jermaine O'Neal out there with Worthy. Then it's Magic Johnson. Then there's Ilgauskas. And it's Richardson in at the 2 guard. Hornets lead by 4. Passes it to O'Neal. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Terrific feed that time by Johnson. The moment he sees he's got an open option, he makes the pass. For the Hornets, they have the memory of 2 straight play-in game losses hanging over their heads. That's a tough way to end any season. It should be fuel and motivation for them.
Here's Richardson. Good, and it's Worthy picking up the assist. Richardson's got the lead up to 8 now for the
20.
Hornets.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive
doing to
here.
him?
Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Clark,
Okay,
do you
well, that's
think
his way of
losing
saying
a
he doesn't
play-in
want you
game
to
2
bother
years in a
him.
row has a lasting effect?
You've got to
Oh, I
learn
think
to
it
lose
definitely
a lot.
does, Kevin. Has to leave a bad taste in your mouth. To come so close to being part of the playoffs
don't
like
be
the
happy.
Hornets have is tough to handle and swallow. But it also, on the flip side, can serve as great motivation.
Yao
Hey,
checked in for
Mario.
Charlotte. Johnson and Magic Johnson with the slam.
Magic doing a little self-serve, going vertical on him.
Will you do it?
And so Harden will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Misses off the left iron.
Hello.
Hornets leading by 7. Here's Richardson. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lets it go with the 3. The shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Howard with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From the baseline. Yep, it counts.
Harden's so good at seeking out opportunities from the mid-range area. He's got a pretty lethal mid-range game to go with his threes and drives.
And that one is good. Worthy's got his second bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Harden against Richardson. Harden kicks to Irving. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Johnson. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio. And with it, guarded now by Yao. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from James Harden. Clark, when they're evaluating draft prospects, we always hear about wingspan, arm span. How does that translate to the basketball floor?
Well, it's actually reach factor, Kevin. That's a huge component of defense, particularly when you're talking about guys switching all the time. So the ability to cover ground, to challenge shots from a distance, that's why wingspan is so important. And you think about it, multiple defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, perhaps has the longest wingspan ever recorded at the combine.
Now, here's Yao. Plays it up off the glass.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Guys.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
No good from Irving.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Al Harden,
Better than last
after
game.
Magic Johnson's three-pointer that didn't go. And Howard has it in the corner. To the paint. It's tipped and
Fucking
stolen by
Richards,
Worthy.
you short ass, bro. You were not made for
And
fucking
here's the
basketball,
fast break.
bro.
Richardson leading the way. Here's
Mark made
O'Neal.
you your guy,
An easy
your
2
high.
points on the layup. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
O'Neal doing a nice job that time, able to leak out and
Like
capitalize
they
in
put, they
transition.
know.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's going to stay fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Those blank white masks. I don't. But I'm doing shit off. I
Some changes for Charlotte. Baker, he's checked in for Young. Schrempf comes in for Worthy. And it's Dumars in for Richardson.
I mean, I could get it replaced for $50 with a brand new one.
1:52 left now here in the second. During last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
Bing, the pass to Harden. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Johnson. Here's Schrempf.
No. Give me.
Here's Dumars. Hangs the shot with nobody near him. Dumars got 5 now.
Yeah, Schrempf showing you some nice awareness there. He's dependable when it comes to finding his open teammates.
I feel like it's like.
Pass to Bing. Back to Harden. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's LeBron. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
The pass to Dumars. O'Neal a screen on Harden. Dumars with it. He's picked up by LeBron. That one goes. Counting.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
They need a bucket in a big way here to
Like the
engage the
blind
confidence.
leading the blind up in
And
this
here's
bitch.
LeBron outside. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
That's the
Johnson's shot is off.
Gohan is
Pelicans trail by 10. Harden outside. Takes the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Trapuka's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Pelicans.
pretty good at like the offensive.
Here's Johnson. Again, the Hornets score.
One of Magic's favorite shots, the pull-up.
Here's Trapuka. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Trapuka, 3 points.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go at
Assless.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They better count their lucky stars. It's this close. All their energy has been spent at the offensive end. I don't know, Ernie. They've been one-dimensional.
But I was
Yeah, it's a
also
flaw
trying
that's
to collect
easily
metal
sniffed
most of
out
the
in this
time,
league.
and then
Teams
I
are too
fucking
smart.
Went to go to Aaron's base, and then I fucking died.
All right, and
That
now one of the
would
more
not find
highly
my fucking
anticipated
body.
topics. Some news about trades to discuss.
But why though?
You know, they're celebrating this all over town. When you bring in a talent like
that
LeBron
board,
James,
that's
his
what I'm
leadership, championship pedigree, all the intangibles he adds to this franchise, wow, wow,
Okay, go
wow.
uptown and punch that T-Rex. See how bad it is.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Big motherfucking thing. Back that way behind that fucking rock. Those are little compies. I antagonize the compies because I enjoy it. I don't care
And
what
we've
they
got
call
second
them.
half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A fantastic game from Magic Johnson in this one.
Yeah.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave
I
him
just
too
think
many
that-
free runs to the hoop in the first half.
I literally
I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. Irving is out there.
Oh, you
Harden.
motherfucker.
And it's
11.
LeBron James. And there's Mr. Moves. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low.
I mean, I'm not wrong. He was tall and he is Asian.
James looking
No,
around.
number 11 on their fucking
And they hold a
Some
huge
tall
advantage on the backboard.
That's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Down low. And finished off by Worthy.
Love the communication on this play. Worthy knows the ball is coming and gets there for the alley-oop right on time.
Johnson.
And here's LeBron outside. Count it, number 5 from the 4 this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over.
Get over there.
And you know that's how it goes with them. These hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
First team foul. At the line for your Hornets, Magic.
The first free throw is good.
Well, pretty much the perfect point guard. There is such a thing. Magic has incredible passing skills, great size, unbelievable vision, plus leadership qualities that make him CEO-like.
Mr. Moves passes to LeBron.
Mr.
No good on the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Count that one. O'Neal's got his third basket of the night right there.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Get on your feet and get loud.
Spotify our base.
Yes. Give a big round of applause to your Hornets youth team. One more time.
And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Hornets
I don't
fourth.
feel like walking out of my
Boy,
face
they do an excellent job offensively. Most of the season last year, they were really in sync. A nice flow and rhythm to their offensive game. But anytime you score the points they did, it's about unselfishness and trusting each other.
See how you fare against the shit that we have here.
And so James will bring it up for the Pelicans. 11-point game. Outside Irving, fires from deep, sinks the triple. Irving's got 8 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
What a nasty finish that was. O'Neal playing with a little attitude right now.
They should have put a roof above that.
Outside Irving. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They'll get Jermaine O'Neal.
Dude, your guy has
You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Like,
yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Line for 2.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Hornets. Ilgauskas is checked in for O'Neal. And it's Richardson in for Dumars. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Jefferson's checked in, so he gets them both. Hornets leading by 10. Johnson surveying the floor. To the middle. Yao in the post. He's guarded by Howard. Clock at 4. Richardson gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. 7 points in the game.
Oh, I tell you what, when Richardson is making these shots, it really opens up the floor.
Right wing. Here's Jefferson. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you.
Boy, quality find that time by Worthy. I'm sure he could have taken that shot himself, but he'd rather find a teammate with a better look.
Unintentionally being racist.
Harden the pass to Jefferson. Back to Harden. Puts up a 3. The Hornets pull it in. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
Well, in his own number tonight, Magic has been
more importantly, go find
and
your
he's
cup.
delivered.
Pelicans trail by 15. Irving up top. Richardson covering. Jefferson dishes to Irving. The three from Harden. Rebound by Yao Ming.
Why do they put fucking your guy up in the fucking middle
tonight.
next to all these
Richardson the pass to Augustus. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Your heads up
Like,
aggressive play right
your
there.
guy
Saw the
is
smaller
dead next
man
to
on
the
him
basket
and
trying
took it straight to the basket.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Baker, he's checked in for Yao. Schrempf comes in for James Worthy. And it's Dumars in for Magic Johnson.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
It's Schrempf on the wing. Offensive rebound, Ilgauskas. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Ilgauskas has got 5 now.
Ilgauskas is a 7'3" big man who does a really solid job rebounding the ball.
Here's Trapuka. And another 3 for New Orleans.
The shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And here's Dumars outside. Good on the triple.
Cannot shoot this many fucking threes after another.
They're shooting from beyond
They
the
have
arc
not missed a single fucking
second
three
half.
this
No
entire
question about it. They
game.
found a nice rhythm from deep.
Here's Trapuka.
That is not
And he can't
fucking
answer
possible.
back. The three-pointer offline. Charlotte leading by 17. Dumars misses.
I got fucking guy tripped over the fucking cameraman.
For New Orleans, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Jefferson finds Nowitzki, and they pick up 2. Nowitzki's got his first 2 points of the night.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Baker passes to Dumars. Kicks it out to Richardson. It's a pick by Ilgauskas.
It ain't cool.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Impossible.
Richardson against Jefferson. Pass to Trapuka. There's the triple. Traps in the tray. Trapuka's got 9 points here in the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning. Have not stopped.
And so it's Charlotte up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low.
Please give a big round of applause.
And from a recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Steve.
Well, we're doing well. Great job. Show your hands.
Come on, everyone.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Davis sitting on the bench, this is who Steve Clifford has out there. They've got Richardson. Further out there was Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Then it's Schrempf. And it's Dumars into the 2. Charlotte leading by 9. Outside Dumars. Kicks it to Schrempf. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist. Dumars got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, Dumars does such a really good job sharing the rock. A willing passer.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Richardson the pass to Dumars. Back to Richardson. 6 to shoot. Here's Ilgauskas, and the jam by Ilgauskas.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting it get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Dumars against
like
Harden. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off the perimeter guys, too.
Charlotte making some changes. Yao, he's checked in for Augustus. O'Neal comes in for Shrimp. And it's Johnson in for Richardson. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move. I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
I am just not good at
Johnson outside. To the inside. O'Neal. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Passes it to James. Launches it. It's hauled in by Dumars. Hornets leading by 9. Here's Worthy. And finished off by Worthy.
That's really just too easy for Worthy. The defense can't give him that deep interior positioning like that.
He's like, I don't know why. He's always
Irving dishes to Harden.
trying to start shit.
On deep,
If you're trying to start shit with him, 24
It doesn't go for him. And the Hornets now going the other way. And there's Worthy on the assist by Johnson. Worthy's got 4 points in the quarter.
Worthy got hit, but doesn't stop for a whistle. Just plays through the contact.
LeBron kicks to Harden. Pass to Irving. Will it go? And the Pelicans miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Shoots a fader. O'Neal misses.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
From deep, LeBron connects from 3-point range. LeBron's got 23 points.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. James has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pelicans. Johnson against Irving. Johnson, the pass to O'Neal. A fader. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Timeout call here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
It's T-shirt time. Everyone, get up and get wild. Give them a round of applause, everyone.
Harden kicks to LeBron. 3-pointers off the mark.
That was perfect.
Charlotte leading by 11. Inside, here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
6'11", skilled, athletic. When Jermaine O'Neal puts it all together, we are going to see some monster game.
Irving against Johnson. Here's Mr. Moves. Harden trying to get open. Mr. Moves misses. Charlotte's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
We're not going to talk about that.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Yao, and finished off by Yao.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance for Charlotte.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Magic Johnson.
I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
On the wing, James shoots over Worthy and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
You know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it. Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Sinks the three-pointer. LeBron's got 33 points.
And LeBron has added the three-point shot to his bag, especially the last several years. Outstanding at knowing when to let that three fly.
Johnson outside. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our New Balance player of the game, Magic Johnson.
Right?
I don't know how good that would be. I mean, it can't be as good bad as that.
Yeah, I watched 2 Bigfoots take out a big-ass fucking T-Rex. Yes, I want one. Run, bitch, run! They clearly are not aggressive. They almost look like turkeys.
They do too.
Run, turkey, run! Oh, the rock drake.
Yeah.
I ran into a bunch of them. Because they can turn invisible. You should name it for me. Or put it in a Pokeball. I want it. Isn't it?
That's fuck right now, but
I'm getting one. I will buy one if I have to. Remember which one it is, or did it say Drake?
Mallow, Monogator,
Basilisk.
These are all tech waiver. Yeah, tech slider, EMG, bat, monkey, some of them just don't have sense.
That seemed like they'd be cool to see.
That's why I just kind of want to check them out. There's one in here that's
Be nice!
Striker.
Ghost Strider?
No, Tech Striker.
Oh, Tech Striker.
It looks like one of those things from Star Wars.
Which thing? What's this happy here? Yeah, that does look like the thing from Star Wars a little bit.
It looks like a giant deer.
It does, but it's tech.
Looks like you put a base on its back. Oh god, it explodes.
Like I said, I don't want to give myself any advantages here. I just want to put in completely on it. Maybe pick it up.
You literally shoot your fucking mic away in the snow.
That is pretty cool though. I didn't really check it out, but
that looks like one that will dry. Oh, you're a menace to the ecosystem. No, they're not attacking the thing you want to fucking attack. They're like, nah, bitch, you want your ass.
well, that passed.
You get hive meat, sometimes you get prime meat. Literally did nothing to you.
And as they gear up for this challenge on the road, a look at the Cavs team bus getting to the arena. It's all business for these guys tonight. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA basketball on a Saturday night? We're here to bring you the action. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Allie, take it away.
Well, guys, dramatic progression for point guard Darius Garland. A rough rookie season, but last year he became an all-star. He said it's just trusting the work that he puts in every day. And while his shooting is special, he said, quote, I'm an all-around point guard that gets my teammates involved. Brian?
He's highly skilled, Allie. Thank you. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Cleveland Cavaliers. On Sunday, they head back home to host the Washington Wizards. Then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got Kevin Love, also Kevin Durant out there. And it's Gasol in at the center position, filling out the middle. And for the Bulls...
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. Now Morant. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of.
Here's Morant. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Let's go with a three. Nails it from three.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
Here's Wilson, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. The three ball. The shot that time not on target. And it's Chicago the other way. Here's Rice, guarded by Durant.
Red in Cleveland.
Outside Morant. Here's Rice. Off off target with the three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Launches a three, and that one's good. Wilson.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 3 so far. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Pass to Rice. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Outside Durant. Pass to Wilson from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Durant. He's got 6. Well, at this early stage of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., early on, some teams know what kind of club they are. But for a lot of teams that have some turnover or coaching change, it's about finding who you are, finding your identity, figuring out what style is going to work.
Now here's Bryant. 11 points for him last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Wilson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Chicago's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Wade. Misses the baby hook. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Gasol.
Gasol
uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream
gonna be
of them.
tough.
He'll gladly take those.
And he'll draw a foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
One thing I'll say about the Cavs, it's become clear these past few seasons, their front office is not afraid to make some bold moves.
And Richard, I'm sure Cleveland fans welcome the front office taking the initiative.
Yeah, it's been a tough few years, and they needed to take some aggressive steps, and they did. And now they've got one of the best young core groups in the NBA.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Bryant, right side. Pass to Wilson. Fires the three. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. He's got 9.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Here's Wade. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Lopez passes to Morant. Here's Wade, covered by Bryant. Clock at 4. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And Lopez gets it to go.
And using that size to his advantage. I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
To make some noise. Make some noise, Chicago. It's your 3-1-2 crew.
Borderline. I'm gonna come in there and start smacking. Marky, be nice, Italian.
Can't get him to stop crying. She doesn't know why.
Deciding to change it up.
He doesn't.
And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. In third, Chicago.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Quit screaming!
The Cavaliers leading. Here's Nash. 17 points for him last game against Toronto.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
Chicago has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Malone. The three. He's off on that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's Gervin. Fires the three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
There's a minute 26 left in the first quarter. Williams from long range. Sinks the tray.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Love. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And the three-pointer goes.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Chicago has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Here's Silas. Yep, that one goes.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Love. Pass to Nash. There's the triple. It's another three for Cleveland.
Moves the ball around well. Love picking up the assist that time.
Left side Williams. Here's Malone. Oh, and Towns with the block. Outside Love. On the take. And it's Kevin Love with the foul.
What?
That's his first foul.
Quit being a little bitch.
This kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Chicago trailing here. It's Williams, high post. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And here comes Cleveland. Pass to Gervin. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark. It in time, but it's off the mark. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. The Cavaliers on top, leading by 5. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
By 5 and a 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your full youth.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland. Cleveland has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop.
And you know, guys, I don't think too many people expected the resurgence we saw from the Cavs last season. It started with their defense.
On the court for the Cavaliers.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Here's Wade. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
Don't forget his 4 steals, just filling out the box score. And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Well, in terms of their D, the Cavs have gone from one of the softer teams in the league to one of the toughest.
Well, think about this. I mean, they're a young team. They play with tremendous energy. And we see that in the way they get after it on defense.
So it's Chicago now, after the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Outside Morant, lets it fly. Wade misses.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. When you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships. They have no answer defensively inside.
And Cleveland's shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
Second team foul. In for the Cavaliers.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter.
Steve Nash.
Chicago's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far.
Threes were fucking not a thing anymore. He used to be such a good three.
Pass to Lopez. To the right side. Puts it up from 17. Wade misses. The Cavaliers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Bryant. No good there.
And
good work defensively
missed.
by Lopez. Bryant's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Out to the right wing.
Yeah, 1 for 4.
Here's the teardrop. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Cleveland has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game.
Bryant's running.
And then Bryant with them done.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
It's honestly,
things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
There's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. With the crossover, and he takes it up and lays it in. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see.
See how he passed me though?
And that was the mobile one drive. No resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, nice finish from him on that drive. Uses his body well and helps extend the lead.
Here's Wilson. By 11, largest margin of the game.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. Cleveland calls timeout. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Oh, that's even worse. That is so much better.
Here's Nash. Williams defending. Pass to Wilson. Takes the 3. The rebound by Malone. Chicago has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. To the left side wing. From behind the arc. Rice's shot is off.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Nash. Second chance effort. Tipped. Williams against Bryant. The floater. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, we're not going to find
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he drops it first.
Darren Williams at the line for 2.
Hits both from the stripe.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Here's Nash. He has 6. Wilson. He buries it from 3. 17 points in the game.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
to the wing, right side. And Malone gets it to go.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Wilson. He's got 17. It's another three for Cleveland.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Sloan. This one for three. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Wilson. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. And Durant gets it to go.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Williams. Here's Malone.
Markey, come here.
Kick out to Williams. Releases. Hey, can't get it. He's now 1 of 3.
Never mind.
For Cleveland,
Elliott,
they've
come
got
here.
13 shots to fall in the
Is that
second
Elliott
quarter.
jumping under bed? Who's jumping under bed?
There's Bryant inside. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Elliott.
Wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Coraline, it couldn't have been Markey.
To the inside.
We were jumping
Here's
and Markey
Malone.
was walking out the door.
Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. And here's Durant. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment.
Those two walked out first. It had to have been Elliott. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Hey, folks, thanks for
Those two
joining
walked
us.
out
It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
There's no way they were on the bed. They couldn't have been.
They've got the defense seeing double. Quick ball movement. Defenders are a step behind. It's no wonder this lead is probably insurmountable.
Why are you jumping on the bed, Duel?
And let's take a moment to check out the
Hey,
ongoing
why are you
action
jumping on
in
the bed?
NBA. The Detroit Pistons are trailing the Pacers out in Indianapolis. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. So it's the Cavaliers now. Here's Wilson. Pass to Love. Here's Gasol. Banked it in off the glass. Gasol's got his second basket of the game.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And for the Cavaliers, Kevin Durant is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Kobe Bryant, and it's Wilson in at the point guard position. 4 on the clock. Here's Malone. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Kevin Love.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work, because it's hard. As you get older, NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall.
Goaltending. That would have went in had that dude not jumped up there and took it.
And he makes it on the layup.
That was fucking
Durant's got
goaltending.
8 points.
When Morant
Can't do
drives,
that.
he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
Come on, where the fuck are you guys?
To the paint. Here's Rice.
These guys over here
Excellent
fucking
D there from
sleeping.
Bryant.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's Wilson.
Come on, dude. Wide open.
Kicks it out to Bryant. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Kobe said, what? I heard that from.
Six to shoot. Out to the right wing. Beyond the arc. On target from range. 23 points in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one.
Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Love, high post. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. And that one's good by Durant.
This is almost hard to watch because this should be a tough shot, but Durant makes the game look so smooth.
Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce, he can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Once again, a big round of applause for your Chicago Lovers.
All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. In third, the Bulls.
It's one thing to be aggressive getting to the line. And last year, they made good on the opportunities when they presented themselves.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Nash. Here's the three. Knocks it down from distance. 9 points in the game.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Outside Morant from outside the arc. Love grabs the miss. The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Nash. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got his third assist of the night.
To me, the passing of Durant, that's what separates him from other superstars. KD's willing to move the ball.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Here's Malone, covered by Love. Malone can't get it to go.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Here's Bryant, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
Timeout called, the Bulls.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Your Bulls, you dance team.
Oh, God.
Those were your Bulls kids.
Oh, I thought it was 67, 63. I'm like, wait a minute. How the fuck did they come back and I'm losing? I was about to freak out. Not really. 45. It's a blowout, I guess.
Pass to Williams. The steal.
A steal by Steve Nash.
Down low.
Throws it over to Kevin Durant in a slam.
With the big finish.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
Here's Wade.
These guys don't
over to the left wing, like, to the middle, to stop the run. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Outside Love. Pass to Nash. The baseline J is on the way. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 13 points in the game.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
They double team Durant. Outside for Love. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 4 assists in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Williams from long range. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And that one's good. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Pass to Wade. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Guys.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And that was
another
good by Durant.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
No good on the 3. Bryant, right side. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Nope.
A phenomenal defender. Durant's quickness and length really bothers shooters.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
You could have games like this too, babe. Your team has it. You're just late, and you're too late or too early on your shots. You gotta learn when to let go.
Not all of that, honey. It's the fact
Head
that
coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
We should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up right now. Let's be locked in and focused right now.
Billy Donovan not too happy. Failing to get back on defense, a major sin in the game of basketball.
Well, anytime you get severely out-hustled, you're going to hear it from your coach. Or at least you should if he's worth anything.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Well, the Cavaliers shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Kobe Bryant. Kevin Love out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Wilson in at the 1.
They're trying so hard for this 4th quarter comeback.
Bridges down low, covered by Bryant, and the basket by Bridges.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Fires from deep, and that one's good. Wilson, 26 points for him.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Here's Theus. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
First team foul. At the line for Chicago.
And Grant, as NBA players start to have more of a platform, we still hear those who say, shut up and dribble. What are your thoughts about this?
I think it's silly and it's unfortunate. And if you don't like it, then change the channel. But players today, matter of fact, everybody today has a voice through their social media channels. And it just so happens that NBA players have large platforms that reach people all over the world.
Now, don't expect the players to be anything other than themselves. Pass to Bridges. Here's Silas, covered by Bryant. 11 feet out. Gasol grabs the board. Gasol's got 8 rebounds in the game.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Wilson. No good with the triple. The Bulls have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now.
Stolen.
Here's Love. That one falls.
And Kevin Love gets
the
it.
silky smooth touch. Love is so good near the rim.
Here's Theus. Pass to Claxton. Bridges outside. Here's Malone. Covered by Love. From the low block. Got a piece of it.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but nice defensive read from Love. Awesome job coming up with the block.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways, but giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world.
Pass to Malone. To the paint. Silas, that's good.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Cleveland has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Outside Durant. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Wilson. Fires for 3. The rebound by Malone.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Morant, he's open. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. Intercepted. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Claxton. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
And this is exactly who you want taking that
Kobe.
shot.
That is powerful.
Oh, yes.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play as live. Inside, here's Silas. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
If anybody has questions why John Morant went 2nd overall in 2019, it's his ability to move the ball and create hoops for it, not only himself, but others.
Here's Wilson, pounded by Morant. And that one's good. Wilson, 28 points for him.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Here's Durant. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Cavaliers.
And oh my goodness!
Did you see that?
Bring it out the hammer!
Now that's how you finish. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Right wing. Here's Wilson.
Wide open.
Hits a three-pointer.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Morant with it. Durant covering. And yep, it's good.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And then Morant with the jam.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Bryant, the pass to Durant. The shot off that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution for the
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Got it. Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Cleveland dominating the game. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Wilson. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside, Williams.
Margate!
And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together. And this is all that I expected, man. I'm glad that, we was able to...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Oh.
You're able to hit it. Get glow sticks. You can put one on your back in it. Light your path while you do this.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
Well, yeah, because for the event, Mark has the shit turned up. That's a check as well. Just the event.
Oh, you can break through it?
Say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the...
That leads into the area?
Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem.
Hello, Pompey.
And we'll be right back.
Why are you letting him touch it? Why are you letting him? Coraline, it is your job.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan along. Almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Allen is out there with Scott. Then there's Williamson. Then there's Aguilar. And it's Davis at the 5 spot. KD on the wing. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Yeah, you're not going to see KD miss from that range very often.
Wilson against Scott. Williamson outside.
And it's a hard miss.
KD with it.
Durant on the rebound.
It's good. KD's got his second basket.
And
I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, the awareness and the natural playmaking ability starting to show up in Zion's play.
And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Kobe. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Allen, that's good.
And he's so sure of himself when shooting the basketball. Allen makes short work of that pull-up.
Durant against Aguirre. The kick out to Bryant. Outside Wilson. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And what makes Kobe next level, the instinct for the game, an ability to just see it before it happens.
Baseline jumper. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up over the jersey, force him off the spot.
And Gasol misses.
Wizards trail by 6. Floats it up for Davis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. KD, great recharge.
Great ball movement there.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Wizards. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Love inside, working on Williamson. Wilson, another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around.
Allen for 3. Love grabs the board.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Do it, no balls. No fucking balls. Balls super little.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Gasol. Fred comes in for Kevin Durant. Gervin's checked in for Bryant. Nash is subbed in for Wilson. Wizards trail by 12. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. For the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
It's right outside. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Heavy turrets kill people.
Outside Lewis. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
I died yesterday during it.
Picked up by Davis. Red passes to Love.
That's why
Back
I
to
had
Red.
to change it from all targets.
Cavaliers moving the ball around.
It shoots everybody. Anything.
Here's Nash. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah.
This is the kind of start they were hoping for.
1:12 left to play in the first.
Yeah,
Davis with a screen on Gervin. Davis kicks to Davis, and it's good for 2. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
They set up AD well there, able to send up confident shot almost the instant the ball gets to him.
Nash outside, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Wizards trail by 18.
Oh,
they need a good
so Aaron's
offensive
got him
possession.
prisoner?
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Davis surveying the floor. It's tipped. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gervin dishes to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Gervin.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And the Wizards with possession. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round one.
And I don't know if I'm going to call these guys rivals, but as conference opponents, they're still familiar with each other. Neither team will want to give an inch in this first meeting.
And Davis puts it in.
Coach knows that AD can be deadly from the mid-range, so that's putting your best player in a position where he can succeed.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Some little Nicky straight up attitude right there.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
They've got Wilson. Nash out there with Michael Redd. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
And it's KD in at the three spot. So that's design for the Cavaliers.
Well, with that high release and that length, when KD takes a three, if you're the defender, you're pretty much just hoping he misses.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
David.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button, as we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, die-hard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Shots good by Wilson. Wilson's got 17.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Here's Scott. Push up that time, not on target. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Here's Nash. Great D that time from Cummings.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
That coffee. What was that?
Let's give it up for your powerhouse.
It's probably something uber important. Yeah.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Lions checked in. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post there.
Nash gets it back.
Those two boxes down
And
in the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
So,
and here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Bryant the pass to Towns.
What do you think, David? You think he hates me?
Here's Wilson. Good, and his assist goes to Towns. Wilson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Okay, we didn't have money to pay our
Williamson is screen on Kobe. Nash comes with the double team. Nobody near Allen. Drains the three-pointer. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
And put him in the trap.
Nash kicks to Bryant.
He's like
Nash with the bucket. Nash has got 9.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Allen passes to Cummings. Takes a 3. Allen's shot is off.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the last few seasons.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel.
Oh, I'm winning pretty big, so. Yeah, but if you do Simcast Live, you can put it on as fast as possible like that. And I can just watch the game.
Timeout.
It's a lot easier. And it skips all that bullshit. Or I can do no. How the fuck do I jump back in? Okay. Jump back in. Simcast. You want fastest. Continue. And you can stop it at any time you want. If you're like losing or something. And you still get all your VC. See, I still got over 300 VC for that. Well, hopefully this team's oh, wow, 2-0. Ouch.
Now, introducing the starter for your New Orleans Pelicans.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on everyone's still finding their footing in this early part of the season, Grant. How important is it to get off to a really hot start?
Oh, it's so important to get off early to a good start, BA. You really want to build some momentum early. In some ways, it can really set the tone for the rest of the season.
Here are the starters for Utah. Pass to Lucas. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Out to James. 4-3. Clock at 6. Pure from three-point range.
The defense has to shut LeBron down at the perimeter. He'll sink that shot all night.
Curry against Irving. Pass to Daniels. Now here's Leonard. Some solid defense from James. To the inside. Here's Mr. Moves. The rebound by the Jazz.
What the fuck?
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
The Pelicans were pretty impressive last season, managing to successfully battle their way into the playoffs through a tough play-in tournament. You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
They swipe it.
Oh, they stole it. What the fuck?
Curry with it. Coming off a 31-point game. That's the 3 ball to go.
Stephen Curry with the pull-up jump shot. You cannot back off him. He will scorch you.
For New Orleans, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. You know, in that play-in, the Pelicans faced some serious competition, Smitty.
BA, they defeated the Spurs and the Clippers, which was no easy task. But the Pelicans were ready for the challenge and ended up securing a playoff berth.
outside Irving. And there's James from the arc, and it falls.
Yeah,
2
that's
for
what it
3
was
from the
last
field so
time.
far.
Trading threes. You think you've got something going, then LeBron matches you at the other end.
Leonard for 3. And he can't get that one. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
It really should be an interesting one to watch.
James,
Both
why
teams
the
will be
fuck aren't
fighting
you over
hard
where
in
you're
all these
supposed to
games.
be,
They
damn
can't
it?
split this series.
Now, here is James. 33 points last game. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Daniels from deep.
LeBron James?
And it's Irving with a rebound. New Orleans in the lead.
At one point they said 25.
And here's James. That three's off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What a look from Steph Curry. Just shredding defenses with pinpoint passes to open teammates.
Pass to Howard. Cuts off the pass.
Are you
out on his own on the break.
right now?
Here's Moncrief. And there it is for him.
Ooh, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor. Got to the rim.
I passed it, my
made a
dude
play.
just stood there and let him take the ball from there.
James against Leonard. The three is up. And again, New Orleans, no good.
Yeah, well, that's what happens.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. There's the drive, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Wow, with that strength, if Kawhi wants to drive it, there's not much you can do to stop it.
New Orleans calls
I get
timeout.
mad because the game doesn't work the way it's fucking supposed to.
Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding.
Yes,
the
I'll
Jazz,
take
third.
Those are some terrific numbers. You could tell last year that everyone on the team was totally focused on pounding the glass at both ends.
The shot
Just
makes
over
it- the
3.5
shot
minutes gone here in the
bar makes
first.
it- Is she beating off over there? Like,
Pass to Tripucka. Takes a three.
the shot
The rebound
mechanic
by
has
the
two
Jazz. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
And think about this. That game was really a coin toss. They were fortunate to have survived and picked up the win.
They were extremely lucky. I think they took their opponent for granted a little, and it nearly cost them.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
From the top of the key, again, Utah. There's a minute 40 left in the opening quarter. James outside. The three is up. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
It's empowering to play with LeBron because if you get open, he will find you.
Pass to Lewis. Here's Griffith. A minute 15 left in the first quarter here. Daniels misses. The Pelicans have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. James with the ball. Hayward picks him up. And down it goes. 2 points. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
He ain't no way.
Now here's Hayward.
He's gonna try.
Pass to Lewis. Off target with the open look.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Here's James. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. James has got 10 points in the game.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
There's a difference.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Daniels. And he throws it down with one hand.
And B.A., he
That's
takes
the last
his rebounding so serious.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Hayward.
Yeah, like, give me the ass. Like,
The three. He can't hit that time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Pelicans. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after
that's how it
this.
was last game, too. Don't say it for the first time. Yes. And then I ended up losing by, like, fucking 30 points.
Pelicans fans, let's give a big round of applause for your
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that high.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter. This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
For Utah, new ownership taking over in 2020. In addition to that group, NBA legend D. Wade. Great to see an ex-player get a piece of the pie.
And for the Jazz. And so it's New Orleans with it. After the basket by Utah, Tripucka.
I don't think I've heard it once from anyone other than
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Lucas. And here's Curry for 3. Jefferson grabs the miss. Well, like D-Wade in Utah, Smith, do you think there'll be more former players getting some equity in teams?
BA, absolutely. I think it'd be great for the game. That's one of the biggest pieces of the equality puzzle.
Yeah,
Having
because they
more
pushed me
owners
out of
with
fucking
different backgrounds
bounds.
and
Kidding me?
experiences.
He's like good too.
And we played through the first minute here in the second.
3-pointer, so it's like, okay.
To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now here's Irving. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
I thought that dude just took it out
Pass
of
to
my fucking
Nowitzki.
hand.
Shot from 12. And another basket for New Orleans.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like. Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Here's Mr. Moves. It's stolen
Richards
by
is
Leonard.
too short.
All alone on the break. Here's Moncrief.
Oh, my goodness.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Good looks by our terrific camera crew. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And every team has them. Those games where you just don't have them. Why does that happen, Grant?
Well, B, I think, first of all, 82 games. It's a grind of a season. You factor in traveling, injuries, players out for different reasons. You're going to have moments like this where it just doesn't happen.
This is the first
You know
time
what you
this
do?
guy's had to
You
do
learn
free
from it,
throws.
you
It
move
is not
on,
like
and you
this
get
on
ready
my
for
other
the next night.
characters.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact
I
and
think I've only
sometimes
missed
even
one
initiates it.
free throw, and that was my very first
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
I
Count
wish
it.
I could figure out how to do
Give him
that
8 points
spin
now.
juke thing they
Timeout
do.
called. The Pelicans, an area where the Pelicans squad performed well this past season, is on the glass.
Yeah, defensively and offensively. Now, they know how important it is to secure those loose balls, and making it a priority helped them all season long.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Howard's checked in.
Once again, get loud with your hit breaker.
Here's Harden. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Howard. That one is off. So
See
Utah
what I mean?
will take
None
it
of
the
my
other way.
guys go where they're supposed to. And I
Curry with it. Three-pointer. And again, it's Utah with a
Like, their
three.
people are in the middle,
Gradually
and mine
starting to
are
put
off to the
pressure on
fucking
this
side.
defense.
Like, whatever.
That's his second from downtown
We don't
this
wanna
quarter.
win.
3 for the game.
Outside Harden. Here's Mr. Moves. one goes. Count it.
Though he does have a scorer's mindset, Harden's vision and experience playing alongside some of the best talent in the league have made him an awesome playmaker.
Now here's Leonard. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep
I have
feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And there's Howard. That one's good on the assist by Harden.
Nice use of physicality by Dwight Howard inside. He really doesn't hold anything back.
The three from Curry. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Harden. Soft touch off the glass. Harden's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, this is a smart play by Dwight. Doesn't have a shot himself, so he moves the ball.
Here's Moncrief, defended by Harden. Leonard for 3. Ooh, Howard with a block. That goes out of bounds. That one off Howard. Timeout called, the Jazz.
How did they get the ball back? It was out of bounds on them, and I was the last person to touch it. They were the last people to touch it.
So both teams changing it up here.
Yes, my 3-pointers.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:48 left in the second period. The Jazz with another miss.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
For Utah, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Here's Daniels. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Pelicans have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Pass to Harden. Back to James. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket and 8 shots.
When he gets touches inside, LeBron is impossible to stop.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Hayward with it. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Pass to James. And here's Howard.
Oh, shit. We need to do that. Well,
Fades.
here now.
That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Like, fuck it. I'm here now.
James
Might
has
as well.
got 3 assists in the game. Leonard against James. Here's Stoudemire. 3-pointer, no good.
And he almost made them regret
Hey,
defending
dude, don't
him so
fucking
loosely.
trip my ass,
Down low.
motherfucker.
Howard. Count that one. And now it's an 8-point New Orleans lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They set the pick. Leonard for 3. Counted from distance. Leonard's got his second basket on the night.
Love the focus Leonard has at the arc. He won't take shots he doesn't like.
Here's Chapuka.
That's the shit I've been dealing with
his own, but
every
it's no
fucking
good.
game.
I've
dealt with this shit every
No
single
good.
game.
Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The
No,
Pelicans
so
on
I'm
top.
usually so fucking pissed off by halftime. I'm ready to throw the fucking controller at the TV.
Well, their rebounding effort is insulting. They got to play bigger and get meaner. Right now, they're just getting pushed around like I pushed Kenny around.
You see
I
they're
don't want to
getting...
hear any of it.
Okay, time. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. New Orleans has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. We've got Dwight Howard, Kyrie Irving out there with James Harden. Then there's LeBron James, and it's Mr. Moves in at power forward. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Pass to Lucas. Curry with it. He's guarded by Irving. From deep three-point range. Curry's shot is off. New Orleans in the lead. James outside. Now Howard. Outside Irving. For three.
Not want to do that
The
at
shot
all.
no good.
But now, why would it do what I
For the
fucking tell it
Jazz,
to do and
they're
throw it to
shooting
do what I
efficiently.
fucking tell it to?
50% so far. A nice shot by Moncrief.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best
I was trying to
scorers
fucking
and let them
throw
go to
it
work.
back to fucking
Keep it
LeBron
simple.
James.
Well, the past few seasons, the Jazz have become serious playoff contenders.
You know, BA, with high expectations,
Then Steve
they
Richards
haven't reached
only
their
one at
goal.
the fucking
Now,
back
this
to
franchise
find a fucking
definitely
target.
has their sights set on the ultimate
Against all of
prize,
these
their
tall
first championship.
motherfuckers.
When you think of this skinny kid that first entered the league, and then now you see his biceps, Stephen Curry has been putting in work.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
Shaky start to the half, going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
You know what I appreciate most about Curry is his winning mentality. His competitive nature fuels this team.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Lewis has checked in.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And there's Howard. That one's good. On the assist by Irving. Howard's got 8 points.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
And here's Curry for three. The Pelicans pull it in. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Harden finds Howard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Smitty, the challenges of being a small market team are very real for the Pelicans.
You know, it's tough to attract big name talent or get stars willing to invest in your franchise. BA, but the Pelicans are doing what they can to overcome it. I respect how Dwight has adapted his game over the years, starting out as a rookie superstar and becoming a well-seasoned veteran. Continuing from where he left off, first three-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
New Orleans calls timeout. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 2-point game.
If I would.
Pass to Jefferson. Back to Harden. Now here's Howard. And the Pelicans miss again. This for the tie. And again, it's Utah.
Of course, none of my fucking
A little over 2.5
three-pointers
minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Irving for three. Lewis with the rebound.
Right, that'd be great.
Utah's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Curry and the Jazz tack on.
Oh, now you guys can all
Yeah,
of a
this
sudden make
period, they're
three-pointers?
letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Outside Irving. Pass to Jefferson. Back to Irving. Shot to stop the run. Drops in the three.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Utah trailing here. Here's Lewis. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Offline with a three. The Pelicans have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Mr. Moves to the paint. Here's Howard. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Tough miss from Dwight. Finishing through the hit.
The Jazz have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Moncrief. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. From 13. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
But I'll take it.
I like seeing Dwight test out his mid-range J, showing some nice touch there.
Pass to Curry. Lets the three fly.
Coach won't
Offensive
take him
rebound.
out. That's
Daniels.
on the coach, not
Howard
on me.
with some nice D.
Thank you. Dude, Dad, I'm
Well,
fucking
New Orleans
amazed.
shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Here's Jefferson. Here's Mr. Moves. Got a hand on it.
One reason this
what
game
I'm
is so
talking
tight
about.
is because
Like, Richard
both
is
teams
too
are
short
hitting
for
the
this
boards with
basket.
reckless abandon.
That shot is good, Lewis.
Curry aware of his role. When you're at the point, you have to keep everyone involved.
New Orleans calls
He's his
timeout.
normal height in the game playing against these 6'3" motherfuckers. They haven't taken Richard out.
1:27 left in the third quarter.
Three back out.
Pass to Tripucka. Launches it. Knocks down the triple. He's got 18.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Here's Stoudemire. Lets it go from deep. That shot missing.
Yeah, and the
Here's
defense
number
has really got
41,
to tighten
the
up on
tallest
him. I mean, he's just
motherfucker on my
too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Mr. Moves. It's deflected.
It is no competition with
Here's
Richard.
Griffith.
I am sorry.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Like, we either need to up Richard's height or
Great catch,
something.
great flush. New
He
Orleans
needs
has
to be
gone
taller
2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Tripucka. From deep. Connects from downtown. 21 points in the game.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Yeah, you're attacking for dead body.
I love how unafraid they are to mix it up in the paint.
The
That
Pelicans
body
have
of
gotten
hers
7 of 14
that
attempts to
jumper
fall in the
is
half.
getting me out of
About
that.
7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Tripucka. And another three for New Orleans.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And here's Hayward. Pass to Griffith. Snatched away.
Oh, thank you, Tripucka, or whatever the fuck they
And so
are.
it's New Orleans finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about
I'm tired
painting
of
a
fucking
magnificent
losing.
picture with
Be
that
nice!
dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. So the Jazz 5 right now. Pass to Hayward from downtown.
Leave the dude wide fucking
Rebounded by
open.
New
You
Orleans.
are so fucking lucky.
Here's Tripucka. Down low. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New Orleans.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Curry, he's open. Not going to
Like,
go that
clearly
time.
I am guarding
And
the
New
dude with
Orleans
the ball.
will go the
I
other
do
way
not
with it.
need you up my asshole. Guard the other people. Like, fuck.
Here's Nowitzki. Leonard defending. Over to the wing. Here's Tripucka. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Moncrief. Rebounded by James Harden. And New Orleans shooting an efficient 64%.
I think at this
Excellent.
point they've just given up.
Here's Nowitzki. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
And Utah calls time here. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. Hits the trifecta.
Had that one in his sights, too.
Yeah, they
His
have not
fifth
taken
triple of the
a
game,
shot
second this half.
James outside. Pass to Harden. Back to James. Fires the three. And another three for New Orleans.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
Here's Moncrief. And that one falls. His fifth basket in 7 tries.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Irving, the pass to James. Here's Howard. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Curry from deep three-point land. From outside, off the mark. And it's New Orleans ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Inside. And you can count it. He'll go the line with a chance at a three-point play.
That's a man's play right there. Kyrie doing what the defender doesn't want him to do. And one opportunity.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Came to Dodo.
Now here's Curry. Three-pointer. He drops it from
Tamed,
range.
my
Curry's
question
got
is, why the
26
fuck
points.
would you tame a Dodo?
He hit 3
ball
triples
thing?
in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
James left side over Leonard, and there's James on the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist of the night.
I love when LeBron
Wasn't there
goes
like
up
a
with
mega
no
dodo
hesitation,
that spawned
looking
somewhere?
assertive off the catch.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Mr. Moves. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. Here's Moncrief. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Utah, Sidney Moncrief.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pass to Mr. Moves. Here's Daniels. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
James outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Richard, you
Trying
tried,
to
bro.
shoot
You
himself
tried.
out of his slump. And it's not going well.
Leonard with the ball. Picked up by James.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Daniels. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
DeRozan attracts so much defensive attention. He's learned to use those opportunities to find teammates.
Harden, the pass to James. It's hauled in by Lucas.
And this
Why
is
is Richard
exactly
the
who
only
you
one
want taking
ever
that
at the
shot.
fucking basket?
Just missed it.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting.
Get up, man.
Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi
Okay,
showing
take
it all
those
right
fucking
there.
shorts off
All right,
right now.
the Jazz making a
Quit
change
putting
here.
on dirty
Lewis
clothes.
is checked in.
I don't know.
A minute
Damn.
39 left in the fourth quarter. James outside. Sends it home from three-point land. James has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
1:19 left to play in the fourth. James against Leonard. Three-pointer. And it's James with the three.
Destroyed the Bronco that
James
he
has
got
got
off
28.
the tab about
And
5
they had an
minutes
advantage
before.
tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Pelicans.
Seemed like the sheer volume of
This was a
three-pointers
couple
today
of
was
days
the
ago,
deciding
and then
factor.
Sam
And they'd hit
fucking-
one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
To the inside, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
What the fuck do you mean a 3-second violation, you cocksucker?
Floor for the Jazz. Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
So it's Utah now. Hayward for 3. Howard grabs the miss.
Yes.
And it's Pelicans ball.
Yes.
13-point lead. Pass to James. Over Hayward. And they recover it. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win. This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Here's Stoudemire. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Unless you
For
have
Steve
double
Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching.
And I would try to make sure you won.
To your room.
All right, so you had a rough start, but it seems your season's going to start coming together now, hopefully. That was a big win. 15 points. You do have 2 games. I don't have a game until October 26th. You have a game on the 25th. I'll start your game for you.
Oh, say does.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. GA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about.
That right there was
something you see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story. Well, thank you for giving it to me.
That's a lot.
It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Bradley Beal is out there with White. And it's Nikola Jokic. It's Garnett. And it's Dantley in at the 3. Outside, White fires the 3. And no good that time. Howard with it. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Especially the younger team. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Beal gets a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. Here's New Orleans. It's a three-point game. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
Well, these two teams will see plenty of each other, as this is the first of 4 contests between them this year.
And the better they know each other, the more competitive they become. Expect this first one to be extremely spirited, with each side trying desperately to send a message early.
Pass to Dantley. Jokic with his screen on James from the line. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Harden right side. Outside Irving. Ripped away. Here's Dantley. 17 points in his last outing. White, good.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
Here's Irving. It's a three-point game. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message. They're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Here's White, following the score by New Orleans. Outside, Beal. Pass to Garnett. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Howard.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
James finds Harden. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is why James Harden is considered elite. The ability to score even with aggressive defenders all around him.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
Here's Dantley. Over James. A shot by Dantley, no good.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's LeBron. Here's Mr. Moves. Banked in off the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's White. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
From deep LeBron. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Mavericks trail by 10. Here's White. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Howard against White. Howard's shot is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Domantas Sabonis. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 19 points per, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Mavericks trail by 12. 1:39 left in the first quarter. Anderson finds Beal. Dallas moving the ball around and finished off by Beal.
Don't sleep on the athletic ability of Bradley Beal. I know he's a sweet shooter, but boy, can he get off his feet.
There's Trapuka. And another 3 for New Orleans.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
So it's the Mavericks now, and the Pelicans pick up 3 with their last shot. Van Arsdale, good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Bing The pass to Jefferson.
Wide open to
and another three for New Orleans.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
The pass to Nedolicki. It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Every time she has something for like
2 seconds.
He was sitting there covered up with a blanket. She went over and he yanked it off.
And so he hits both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
James outside. From deep. That one, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beal's shot is good.
Terrific footwork. Beal pulling up in rhythm. It's beautiful.
Jefferson kicks to LeBron. Shoots the three. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Beal up top. Defended by Nowitzki. Outside, Beal fires from 18. And Dallas again with the bucket.
The sweet shooter looks good from any range. The mid-range, Bradley Beal says, yes, sir, that's in my bag.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute.
Pelicans fans, we show our Pelicans dance team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Domantas Sabonis. Garnett out there with White, and it's Dantley in at the small forward. Sabonis' screen on Jefferson. A shake. Rebounded by Mr. Move. Pelicans leading by 11. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Domantas Sabonis is one of the best passing big men in the league. He said, sharing the ball is contagious. Everyone feels confident and knows they'll get touches, which makes the game fun. That can build chemistry on a young team. Kevin?
And David, we know how important that is. And we thank you for your report. Releases from 15. Second chance shot. Down it goes. Nice one there from Dantley. Dantley's got his first points of the game.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Pass to Tripucka. Here's Van Arsdale. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
Fucking ball back.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Chalk up two there. Nowitzki's got his first basket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Van Arsdale. Rejected by Nowitzki.
And Dirk has always been a bit underrated defensively. Superb length to contest and block shots.
Jokic has checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Garnett, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Pick up another fucking.
Irving passes to Nowitzki. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Down low, here's Mr. Moves. Garnett with the block.
How is that not a fucking foul? You smacked Richard in
another
the
one back
fucking
the way it
face,
came.
White, wide open, he fires. Off target with his three.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Outside Jefferson. Here's Nowitzki. Takes it off the glass. Nowitzki's got his second basket. Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul calls, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I
Everyone
think any
takes
play
advantage.
can be reviewed, Kevin, and that's a good thing because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant
He
enough
made
to
you
discourage
hit-
the action.
he made
I
you
love
your
the
height.
changes as it relates to this particular infraction.
White the pass to Van Arsdale.
He's like, God, Rich, why are you so
One
short?
in
He's
the
like,
back
oh
of
wait,
the
this is
rim
my
on the way
game,
in.
my person.
Van Arsdale's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over
Yes,
it
but this
as a
is
defender.
I
basketball.
know exactly what
sweetheart.
that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And Dallas also making a switch. Beal's checked in. Here's Harden, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
I don't have any choice but to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Garnett outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing.
Yeah.
The offensive player
They
better
keep
think
that
twice
tall
next
fucker on
time.
Richard the
Off target
entire
from
game.
three-point range. And it's Harden with the ball for New Orleans. 13-point lead. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game. Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Howard. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from
What the
Garnett.
fuck, dude?
Mavericks
Any
trail
closer,
by
you're going to be on
13.
top of the damn basket.
There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter.
Maybe that's pretty
Beal from
fucking
long
deep.
range. And he's
Fuck.
good on the 3-ball. He's got 9.
Well, some guys over the course of their
Maybe he
career
needs to
just
be on
keep
top of
developing,
the
and Bradley Beal came in as a sweet shooter, and he continues to do it.
Here's Irving. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So
Yeah,
you've
but
got to continue to
unfortunately, the
score,
more fresh
continue to
people
build
are
your
fucking
lead.
retarded.
Garnett finds Beal. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And that one drops. Dantley's got his second bucket of the
I thought I
night.
had the ball, too.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Harden uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is James Harden deep in his bag. Off the dribble drive. Put that defender in the rear view, James.
There's Beal with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Mr. Move's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Another one falls for New Orleans.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Moving against White. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this.
Hey, everybody.
Rare to see a player like LeBron James get traded. Free agency, that's different. But we're talking about one of the top 2 players in the history of the game. That's incredible.
Now let's talk about our game tonight. Thanks for joining us.
I just want to keep playing so that I can do what I need to do.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Irving Mr. Moves out there with Howard. And it's LeBron James. And it's Harden in at the 2. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
There's just no way for the D to handle it.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
White against Irving. Outside Beal. This one for 3. Rebounded by Howard. Pelicans leading by 18.
This is it to LeBron. James out here.
Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Here's Garnett. And that one, good. Garnett's got 6 points.
Well, at his age, for Kevin Garnett, it's about the passion and toughness allowing him to be successful.
LeBron James on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Beal, the pass to Garnett. That one.
Why is Richard guarding the tallest fucking dude?
Garnett's got 4 this quarter.
What a pass by Bradley Beal. This guy is an elite scorer, but don't forget about his passing skills.
It's good from long range. And the Pelicans
He's
lead
got
by 19.
6 inches on you.
Excellent start to the second half. They missed just once in 5 attempts.
Exactly. Plus his jumping
Pass to
ability.
Dantley. Here's Jokic. Pelicans with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Irving. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
New Orleans making a switch here.
A whole lot
Jefferson's
of
checked in.
after the fucking shit was broke. I want to
White
sit in that
against
fucking
Irving.
hot tub
And it's White missing. New Orleans leading by 22. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's sent back by Jokic. And he gets it back. Howard, good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. And there's the pass to Van Arsdale. Hands it from downtown. He's got 9.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Jefferson passing to Howard. 2 points. That one goes. Howard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, Dwight Howard, if he gets that kind of position, turn the lights out.
To the wing right side. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Nails the wide open jump shot. 3rd quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And from second rounder to MVP grade, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
Bing, the pass to Tripucka. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pass to Tripucka. From deep 3-point range. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Mr. Moves passes to Nowitzki, and he uses the glass on the layup. Nowitzki's got 8 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And here's Anderson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet to the left side wing. Here's Van Arsdale. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Now Nowitzki to the right side. Tripucka. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Passes to Netolicky. There's Beal with the 3. Unable to get that one. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Sabonis against Nowitzki. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about that continuation? Dirk leaving nothing on the table.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. James checked in for New Orleans.
The line for New Orleans, Dirk Nowitzki. At the line for 1.
And so much to like about the shooting ability from Dirk. He has revolutionized the big guys stretching the floor.
Anderson passes to Van Arsdale. A 3-pointer is right on target. Van Arsdale's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the man. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 14-5 run here. Pass to Tripucka. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Tripucka's got 12 points in just the second
Stone and Obsidian is the only thing that's...
Here's Dantley. A 3 from Anderson. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the quarter.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Pelicans. He witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Anderson is out there with Paxson. And it's Elliott, and it's Reeves in at the 5. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
The pass to Reeves. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Pass to Tripucka. Pulls it from 20. Uses the glass to pop it in. Tripucka's got 23.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Rejected by Nowitzki. Now here's James. Tight defense on him. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And for all the things Anderson does well, it's his ball handling that's the most incredible. He honed those skills growing up as a playground legend in New York City.
Stay away long enough, keep him in your distance.
Shooting two.
Stay away long enough that he thinks you're fine.
Free throw, good, Anderson. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for New Orleans. Passes it to Mr. Moves. Now here's LeBron, covered by Elliott. And that one's good by LeBron.
Well, this is where you'd like the play to end up, right? LeBron James in rhythm off the catch.
Paxson passes to Elliott. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
For New Orleans, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. No one near James as he lets it go. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists tonight. Anderson passes to Paxson. Here's Nedolicki. Plays it up and banks it in.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
For New Orleans, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Pass to James. And the 3 off target. Dallas shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Now the pass to Nedolicki. Paxson outside. Pass to Elliott. From past the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
And this is why Elliott is a valuable player for them. A lengthy small forward with a lethal perimeter shot.
Mr. Moves passes to James. Hits it from 3-point range. James has got 34 points.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Anderson outside. Passes it to Reeves. And it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
In the corner, it's James. To the paint. Stolen away. Irving against Elliott. Stolen by Harden. Yes, that goes in.
James Harden, one of the best individual offensive players the game has ever seen. If he gets his feet in the painted area, it is always dangerous for the defense.
How this game works.
Anderson outside.
He is a fucking no-life who sits on his game.
They get it back.
He knows the difference.
For New Orleans, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Pass to Mr. Moves. Puts one up from 19. LeBron can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. And Harden comes to help. And the pass to Nedolicki. Here's Elliott. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for New Orleans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
A nice shot by LeBron.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Checking in for the Mavericks, Nikola Jokic, Adrian Dantley, Dick Van Arsdale.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Pass to Anderson. Pass to Van Arsdale. Three-pointer. That shot misses. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alford, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
Pretty much. That's all I need.
It's now the 26th. I could do a game with the Magic and maybe with the Celtics. That'll be it for the stream. Thank you for watching.